Rastov has finally quit. Finally has quit. You know, I just apparently, you know, he's had enough. He's had enough. He's decided it's time for him to make a change, and he doesn't want to be treated like a little bitch anymore. So kudos to the guy. Who knows if it'll actually last? I did see that he's doing some stuff on his own channel now, but I figured, you know what? It's probably I haven't covered the LCU in a minute, and yeah, it is something that's a little interesting. I kind of want to see exactly what occurred, and who knows? Maybe I will actually respect this dude a tiny bit more. And by a tiny bit more, I mean any at all. Oh man, but we know how Keem's ego can get, and when anyone gives him some pushback, all of a sudden, well, you no longer have a job. So let's get right into this. If anybody knows anything more than what's in these videos here, feel free to go ahead and type it in the chat, and we'll see exactly. You know, we'll see where we're at the end of all of this. Shout out to Ozzy Cobb, always doing the clipping for videos and live streams that I just don't really want to watch.
What are you showing me? Come on.
This is true story.
Did you just put that poll up, or was that Keem that put that poll up?
Oh, that would be Keem. Who should be fired, Rastov, Boogie, or Booster? That would be Keem.
Now, I do know that this the falling out or the crashing out started because of the fact that like Sweet Tea got fired for being late or something. Hey, what's up, Billy Joe? What's up, everybody in chat? How's everybody doing today? So I guess, like, from my understanding is that gonna share me out. Thank you. Well, my understanding is the fact that, like, Sweet Tea apparently has been, like, getting, like, missing shows and shit, I guess. But it's like you're hiring people who don't have a whole lot of money with kids, and they're single parents, as far as I can understand. And, like, Sweet Tea, don't, you know, get all upset if I'm wrong about you being a single parent or something. But it's like you're hiring these people who have one or more kids, don't really have the money to, like, hire babysitters and shit, and then you're constantly switching time, like the times they go live and shit like that around. I don't know. It just seems like a recipe for disaster.
I'm coming sick and nice.
Shit, I'm coming in last. My haters are not watching the stream, I guess. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Oh, 8%. Wow.
Dude, you're on the up and up, bro. Normally you're way higher.
Holy shit.
The poll's still going. Oh, shit.
He abuses monetarily. Yeah. It's always a threat of being fired if you don't bend the knee. Which, let's be realistic here. I mean, is it really that bad if you get fired from the LCU? It's not like you're getting fired from a real job or anything, you know?
Well, I thought you put that up, to be honest.
No, I wish I had.
Oh no, I might lose the benefit of getting yelled at for absolutely no reason. Oh no.
I was like, damn, Boogie, tell us how you really feel.
No, but listen, when I was a kid, people would tell me their offensive jokes. I know every offensive joke, and for $50, I'll tell you one.
No, please,
for $50 TTS, I will tell you one of the terrible things. Here's what I'm going to do. We're going to hit this goal, and I'm going out in IRL.
I've been texting to the.
I'm skipping ahead.
Again,
his
idea. He wanted to do it. It's not.
Here we go.
Hello.
What's up, boss?
What's up, boss?
I've been texting through the show. I've been sending donations. Like, nothing has happened for an hour and 32 minutes on the show.
I've left that community months ago. I'm still friends with Wings. That's it. Yeah, I haven't watched them for months on months. I haven't even really perused the Discord for months either. The only reason that I stay in the Discord is in case something like actually pops off. There's stuff that isn't going to hit the live shows that'll be in the Discord. I'm probably going to end up leaving that too, because it's nothing. It's just the LCU just isn't what I like. Just isn't what I want anymore. It's just not entertaining. Not for me, at least. If you enjoy it, you enjoy it. You know, that's the bottom line.
So why is there a goal for something to happen? There should be no goals.
Well, Sweet Tea is going out to do IRL right now. I will end the goal. That's a good idea. And when Sweet Tea is done and Booster's back, I'm going to go out and show him how it's done. Does that sound good, boss? In the meantime, we're going to talk about the drama that happened over the weekend. Is that all right?
Yeah, that's all right. But that should have happened 30 minutes ago when we realized there was going to be no IRL.
Is that okay, boss? Can you please, do you approve what we planned today? Can I please get a permission slip for what our stream is today? Like, come on, dude. This is why having your own channel, this is why having your own media, your own content and everything is just always going to be the best. You don't have to check in with somebody. You don't have to deal with somebody's ego. You don't have to deal with anybody turning around and trying to berate you because, oh, they're not laughing at the content or whatever. Like, just do your own shit. If it sucks, it sucks. If it's good, it's good. That is the bottom line. Getting called retarded for free work is dumb. Well, it's not entirely free work, right? They do get paid, but I do get what you're saying. I mean, who would ever want to work in a position where you're like getting yelled at and berated for shit? I'm happy to, but I'm happy to help if you want to cover other things. There's some other lolcow popping off right now. I have been looking for a new lolcow, that's for sure, Billy. I definitely have.
I mean,
agreed.
Look, nothing has happened on this show, right? And then we're gonna still do nothing and wait until a goal gets hit.
Y'all have been doing nothing for a long fucking time.
Like, dude, come on, guys. I'm like texting through the show being like, why is this all depending on Booster? This is clearly not going to happen. There's 3 other hosts, and we're just sitting there in silence, like saying looping. You loop for an hour. Well,
oh, you worked there and got called retarded. Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. If you're if you ever are the like what's it? The docket makers or anything, yeah. You're definitely working for free. Actually, you're working to be insulted. That's pretty much it. But that sucks. I feel bad for you, Billy, and everybody else who has to deal with that dumb shit.
well, Booster, go to where people are. Well, Booster, go to where people are. Told you guys, IRL is not as easy as you think it is. I told Booster, IRL is not as easy as you think it is. Booster,
right.
Booster, go to where people. Bro, you know that we have to like sit. We're like you're forcing us to watch this loop fest, right?
Time to pivot. We got to pivot.
Thank you. That's why I'm texting you, guys, saying to pivot.
So,
Boogie,
do you
ever the
know what
snake.
happened on Fire this weekend? Do you at least know
I
what
do
happened?
know what happened on Fire.
So
All
tell
right.
them the story.
So, for
while
those
we
that
wait on
don't know,
Sweet Tea.
Lolcow Fire is a show with the 2 South
Are you
African.
serious?
Yeah.
Whoa,
So,
wait.
while
for those
we
that
wait on
don't know,
Sweet Tea.
Lolcow Fire is a show with the 2 South
Are you
African.
serious?
Lolcow Fire has 2 South African hosts. Is that what he was about to say? What is going on? What have I missed? What the fuck have I missed in the LCU? Oh my god.
Yeah. I'm leveling up my characters right now.
Then kick him.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Take away his roles and kick him. If he's playing a video game on live,
Wait, there's no way. Boogie is the one sitting here saying, oh, if he's playing video games on live, then kick him. Dude, you and Winks both were playing video games on live multiple freaking times. Multiple times you guys would play video games. What do you mean? What? Boogie, you fucking snake ass dude. Oh my god. I'm like, what is the channel? Yeah. What is even like the mission statement for the LCU at this point? When it started, the whole mission statement was to monetize the hate, get the haters, like to make money off the haters. That's the whole reason why they had detractors on. That's the whole reason why they had Wings 007 on. It's the whole reason they had Boogie get confronted for the cancer and everything like that. Like, I honestly, I could not tell you what any of the channels like objectives are. Some of them rewind other freaking channels. Some of them do like goals and stuff. And it's like, why am I paying for you to be entertaining? Why? Like, your whole job is to be entertaining. Why do you have goals to do shit? That you should just be doing shit. Like, oh my God.
we're done. We're done.
Yeah, kick this
You mad?
troll. Who cares?
I'm disappointed.
Yeah, we're mad.
I'm just fucking disappointed, bro. Like,
Post a stream where he fills out job applications. Let's go.
Oh yeah, that would have been a fun stream.
now Keem's typing in the Discord, clearly Rastov had 0 plan for this stream. The plan was for Booster to do IRL. Otherwise, we would have streamed at our regular time, and I would have fucking used the time we're streaming right now to plan something. So no, I didn't have a plan. And you know what? I don't care at this point.
I don't think I have you on Discord, Billy Joe, but I could add you.
I don't
Yeah,
care.
this point.
Because the thing is, there's 4 people on the show. Okay.
Boogie,
I don't
how
care.
far away are you from that place?
I'm here.
Okay.
It's always my fault, bro. I don't give a fuck. Come back to live if you've got a problem with it. How about that?
Oh.
I'm going to use the
I mean,
Booster
nobody
excuse.
expected
I'm trying my best.
1,500 people watching.
There we go.
Look, I'm not happy
Neither.
Yeah, me either.
because, you know, if the plan today was just Booster goes
Mobile
IRL,
Shift Super Shattered 26. Get him out.
look, I'm not going to yell and I'm not going to scream, but if today's entire show relied on Booster doing IRL, I mean, that's just retarded.
Duh.
You know, if that wouldn't, let me finish what I'm saying.
But Keem, like you hire these people who have absolutely, hey, what's up, Vixie? You hire these people who have no understanding of like what to do or how to run a live show or anything of that nature. And then you turn around and you're like, oh my God, I can't believe you guys can't run a show. Well, no shit, they can't run a show. They've never had to do it before on their own. Like they get, oh my God, they get they have a life raft when it comes to you and other content creators who have actually done it, and then you put them on there with like 2, 3, 4 other hosts, so they don't ever have to actually rely on themselves to do anything. They have another person there, which is why I always say, like, if you're going to be a singular content creator, it is the hardest, but yet it is the most rewarding way to go about it as well, because all the shit you have to go through, all the planning, the ideas, the content you have to like come up, you have to be entertaining as a singular entity for people to watch. You don't have anyone you could fucking rely on. You don't have some freaking what's the word? You don't have like some people creating a docket for you. You have to do all the research on your own. It forces you to have to be a better content creator, but you put these people with freaking cruxes with 4 other people or 3 or 2 other people, whatever the fuck the number is, they don't ever grow as a content creator. They just are there. They're a fucking lump on the log while 2 other people carry the log.
One, the most you can expect is at the very most, maybe 2 hours of good IRL content. Has Boogie ever had like an IRL in public that lasted more than 2 hours? And at the end of those 2 hours, he was dead, exhausted every time. All right. And we don't know if reception's going to be good. We don't know if we're going to have internet. We don't know if people are going to be at where Booster is going, right? So many things can go wrong with the IRL content. You can't count on that, right? And the fact that there was no backup plan is insane.
Yeah, I hear what Keemstar is saying, which is we should have never counted on Booster. And I agree.
Yeah.
Well,
Never gonna happen
if you did count on Booster, there should be like, okay, and if something goes wrong with that, plan B. Like I just
but they never have had to plan for plan B because freaking that's a funny statement. They've never had to plan for plan B. Even though a lot of these people should have been plan Bs. They've never had to plan for extra shit or something for if it not to fail, because they always have another host or 2 other hosts to come and bail them out. Like that's always what it is. Like, do you not understand? Okay, and I know I'm a small content creator, but I'm live right now, right? And the whole reason that I went ahead and like I was like a minute or 2 late and had to extend the freaking extend the stream to 10:10 is because the chat died on freaking live on YouTube for some freaking reason. So I had to quickly figure that shit out, and luckily I was able to get it settled within like 2 minutes. If I'm live right now and my entire computer crashes or something happens, or I think I have something that's entertaining and I need to go search for it or something of that nature, it's all on me to freaking do it. It's all on me to find it. It's all on me to be entertaining and not just have dead air out here while still at the same time simultaneously finding something else. Or let's think about it like this. If the videos that I want to cover just get privated, like my entire like idea for today's stream is gone. And you know what's good about that is I have like 6 other freaking videos on backup that I have yet to react to that I could toss on and talk about. Like these people have never had to turn around and do shit on their own. They've never had to go. And I'm not saying like, oh, you know, when it comes to the numbers that they have, sure, it's great to have a couple of hundred, a couple of thousand or something. But when have they ever done live streams by themselves? When have they ever held an audience of 2,000, 3,000, or even hell, a couple of hundred by themselves and they not get completely mogged in the chat over it? They just, oh my God. A lot of these people should have been plan Bs.
There was no plan to today's show at all. There just wasn't.
Yeah, I had an entertainer instinct that I should have stayed where I was, where there's a lot of interesting things to show and do and people to fuck with, and I should have listened to it. Instead, I drove home this morning, got dumbass.
And then I'm watching this, and you guys are asking Booster questions, and then he's answering, and then you're interrupting him over again. And then the whole muting each other back and forth. I mean, God, that just is absolutely horrible to watch.
I'm done with him, man. I'm done with him. I want him off my show.
Every time you mute somebody, I feel like you lose probably about 10, 15 viewers. So fuck this shit and leave, you know?
I think we lose more, Keem, when he tells the viewers to eat shit, go fuck themselves.
really.
He's keeping the phone, he's keeping the money, and that he's done.
Wait, is Billy saying that about Booster, or is Billy saying that about Keem? Hold on.
I'm done with him, man. I'm done with him. I want him off my
Every time-
show.
Every time you mute somebody, I feel like you lose probably about 10, 15 viewers. So fuck this shit and leave, you know?
I think we lose more, Keem, when he tells the viewers to eat shit, go fuck themselves.
really.
He's keeping
Oh, he's talking about Booster. Bro, Keem says that about the fans. Keem literally says that. Keem literally says he doesn't care about the fans. He says, fuck the fans. He says, hey, I don't need this money. I don't need your money. Like, oh my God. Boogie, you freaking weak, spined jelly roll, dude. Keem says that more than almost anybody else. Who do you think he's learning it from? Who do you think he's trying to emulate? Bro. Oh, come on. And you know what? We're even going to see it too later on when freaking Keem and Rastov get into it. And Rastov is going to be like, hold on, there's a TTS. And Keem's going to be like, fuck the TTS. I don't care about TTS. You only care about TTS. It's like, bro, stop. You had literal freaking, the whole reason why some of these channels got put on the chopping block is because they weren't making the money you wanted them to make. You care about the money, dude. You care. Like anybody who's doing something for a profit is going to care about the money. That's the whole reason why I don't give a damn about the money here, because I'm not doing it for a profit. I have a fucking job. I have actual real world skills.
the phone, he's keeping the money, and that he's done. I feel like we lose more with letting him say that, personally.
That was probably the only entertaining thing that's happened on the show today is him crashing out, telling everyone to fuck off.
Which is why I keep telling him he needs to do something entertaining now. I want to see him do something.
Telling someone to do something entertaining is probably the most boring thing that happens in the entire LCU. What?
I would love to see you.
I would argue that you guys continuing to have these stupid work meetings on live rather than actually doing something entertaining is probably one of the most boring freaking things ever. How many streams have been dedicated to you guys having meetings that could have been behind closed doors? Like, holy crap, my guys. This is what I'm saying. It's like, it's like do as I say, not as I do, but I'm gonna do everything I tell you not to do. It's like, fucking hell.
Plan a 4-hour show. I really would. I'm not saying that as a dick. I actually just want to see what you would do, because I don't know how the fuck to drag out something for 4 hours. I don't.
Dude, he playing Fat Camp.
I'm not, bro. I'm not.
No, Boogie, you lying sack of shit. Fat Camp. He planned Fat Camp. Okay, come on, dude. He picked the venue. They went there. They went into the freaking the river where that one chick ended up getting like a staph infection or something. And then, let's see what else went wrong. Oh, that's right. They had the fight. Keem's bald head was exposed. They did they were in the gym for like, 30 minutes or something like that. And Keem was mad that they didn't do it longer. There was so many things that went wrong with Fat Camp, and Boogie's over here like, God, guys, it went off like without a hitch. Everything was fantastic. It's part of the content. Vixie, I get what you're saying, but at the same time, if I'm paying $10 even, if I'm not even paying, if I'm tuning in for 2 hours, I don't want to listen to people talk about the show that they're currently live on for 2 hours. I want them to just do the freaking show. Like, imagine if you're watching a TV show and for the full 30 to an hour long of the TV show, they're talking about what's going to be on the TV show, rather like on that episode, rather than just the episode. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just
He planned 2 weeks.
Okay, but I'm saying like plan out a fucking 4-hour show every day, like 6 days a week. I want to see it.
He did for 2 weeks straight at Fat Camp.
I'm not talking to you, bro. I'm not even saying it like as a dig or anything. I'm literally just saying it because like I don't know how to plan a fucking.
Yeah, I understand people like seeing Keem yell at them. I'm saying is that personally for me, it's like you could do that, but and expressing their own opinions on how he is right or wrong. Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. Some people are going to find that entertaining. The thing is, though, is that it becomes incredibly boring when it's repetitive and it's like every other stream. That's the issue I take with it, because you could have, like, how many times do they need to have the conversation on live to not talk about what's going to happen on live and to just do it? How many times do they need to talk about having a backup plan? How many times do they need to talk about the technical mishaps that are happening? How many times do they need to have the same conversation over and over again? Just fucking find somebody else who can do it. I get expressing, I get the arguing, but if that's the content, then that's the content. Personally, for me, I couldn't care less of listening to a bunch of people who seem to have never had like a legitimate 9-to-5 job crying about how difficult it is to hit go live.
4-hour show. I can get 2 hours, no problem.
Oh yeah.
Well, there hasn't been 2 hours in this. I can tell you that.
Oh, okay, bro. Whatever, bro. You just
Mary
Be mad at Booster, Boogie, Sweet Tea, myself. Like, who should you really be mad at? Like yourself, right?
Dwindling 1029
I'm not mad at
super
myself.
chatted 20.
That's your big plan? The thing that bored the audience last time we did that?
At this point, I really don't care. Again, what would you do for 4 hours, 6 days a week?
Well, I tried to talk about
Not
the
you.
LCU
I'm not talking
fire.
to you. I don't care about you. I'm asking Keem what he would do for a 4-hour show, 6 days a week. Really, because I need an example. I want to see something. I don't know.
Okay. Well, in the meetings, I normally do help you like every single day.
Okay.
How about a meeting? Excuse me. Was there a meeting for today's show?
No.
We talked about it in the live chat.
Because there was no fucking plan.
We had a discussion about it at the end of the last show.
Yeah, I thought we had it well figured out,
Yes.
but
So again, asking for help.
This isn't the gotcha. Like, what would you do that you think it is?
I fuck, bro. You know.
And there's the ego. This isn't a gotcha, bro. Oh my god. Like, this is, one of the things that annoys the hell out of me with some of this stuff is sometimes people force me to have to agree and side with the characters that I hate more. And definitely the person I hate the most on this panel right here is Rastov, because he's just a spineless little fucking rat. But it's like, he's not entirely wrong. If you have to put on a show for 2 to 4 hours every single day, 6 days a week or 7 days a week or 5 days a week, eventually you're going to burn out of ideas. You're going to run through a whole bunch of different things. You can't keep it fresh, which is why continuously going live every single day isn't always the best thing in the world. And, the funny thing is that prior to the whole LCU thought process, Keem even understood this and said that's the whole reason they don't do live every single day. And now this is like 2 years ago when it first started, that he was saying that we go live when we have something to talk about, when we have something interesting to talk about, when we have something to cover. Otherwise, all we're going to do is dilute the freaking product by going live and having nothing to talk about and having terrible live streams. Well, that apparently went out the window the moment the money was good. Like, if you don't have the ability to, there's 4 of you. There is 4 of you. You should all be able to bring a single topic that could be discussed for at least 30 minutes to an hour every single day. There's a multitude of shit going on all throughout the world, all throughout YouTube, all like in so many different places that could be discussed. The problem is that you lock yourself into it all being about the LCU and not breaching outside of that.
Everything's a fucking conspiracy, dude. I'm sick of it. I can't even ask you for help without it being a fucking thing. Like,
no, I think Rastov is being genuine here. I think he literally wants a skeleton he can follow.
Because I've literally,
and Rastov, take notes on that. Because
I've literally done what you've just said, and every day you say that's only 2 hours worth of show.
Right, and it normally is, right? Because the second half, you're kind of like playing it by ear, right?
I am genuinely asking you for help, okay? I'm not fucking fighting you. I'm not being a dick. I'm genuinely asking you for help because 4 hours is a long ass time. Okay, we've got 2 hosts. I'm sorry, Sweetie, you're included in this. Okay. Who just lose energy after 2 hours. They do.
Okay. And you've told us about your crazy dreams. So this is just, see, the thing is it's always cope. Like, hey, you guys did this before. And wait. You said no bus content. You've been doing part of the bus content on this show on live.
And you have said that that's not content for live.
My issue is I feel like when you had Boogie and Wings and Keem, you had a Wrangler and 2 lolcows, actual lolcows. Yeah. No, I agree with you, Silver. I 100% agree with you. The thing is that without Keem there, and I hate that I even have to fucking say this, but it is true. Without Keem or some like authority figure or somebody who's willing to take the reins as the authority figure, they don't have anyone steering the boat. What they have is 4 deckhands in a storm, just all running around the deck going, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? And, you know, at least when you had like Tommy C, Boogie, and Wings, the Wings would just be the contrarian. Boogie would be the guy that most people just get to laugh at and point and hate. But you had Tommy steering the ship and keeping it on track, keeping them moving forward, keeping them going from one topic to the next, or pushing back on their BS or something like that. But when you have 4 people who are all way too scared to take the reins, because then, you know, they're the ones who get blamed if the show is bad, pretty much. There's no direction. There's no direction whatsoever. So like they need somebody there who's not going to be a pussy. They need somebody there who's going to basically say, guys, get back on track. Let's do this. Let's do that. Let's do this. Like, and so that's the whole reason why, in my personal opinion, when I watch these shows, it just seems like they're completely directionless. Like they're just throwing whatever at the wall to see what sticks and hopefully becomes entertaining. And then they milk that for the remainder of the stream or for as much as they can until the audience gets bored of it, which isn't supposed to be what it is. Like you're supposed to take topics that you think are interesting, talk about it, and once you're like done with it, you move on to the next one. If your audience likes it, then maybe you do a little bit more, maybe do an extra 30 minutes or something, or you put a pin in it and gather more of that content for the next stream. So you're not worried about what you're going to cover or do on the next stream.
This is the first time I'm actually asking you for help, bro. I don't even remember what it was.
Then what do you mean? If you don't know what you're talking about, why are you bringing it up? Because you clearly don't know you clearly don't know why you're saying it. So when you say,
fine, I take it back then.
Because when you say, oh, the reason why me and Sweet Tea were able to plan a show on Bus, but we can't do one on live is because you said no Bus content. And I ask you, what exactly was I talking about? And you don't really know, then you're full of shit. You never even should have said, but you are, because you don't know what you're saying. What does that mean?
All I remember is you saying that stuff, that this Bus shit doesn't belong on my live. That's all I remember you saying. I don't know what. And you just want to say I'm sitting there fucking coping? Fuck you. Genuinely, fuck you. No, seriously,
do you think
bro.
me saying?
I don't
do you
care
think
anymore,
me
bro.
saying?
I don't care what you have to say. I don't. No, I don't care.
You can interrupt these.
Ooh, we're finally getting some pushback. It looks like Rasty's balls are dropping finally. It only took how many months of him getting battered around like a redheaded stepchild?
Fucking retard, you're not going to interrupt me.
I don't care,
do you
bro.
think me saying you didn't plan a show today is talking shit? That's what talking shit is?
No, you now being like, oh, you're just coping. Oh, you don't care. Oh, you planned a fucking show for Bus. No, that shit was, and they told me to do it differently.
See, you do this thing where you talk so generalized so you can appeal to some retards in chat.
Everything I do has a fucking agenda, okay, bro?
You're not talking.
Well, Rastov, you kind of labeled yourself that way when in every freaking argument or every little tit for tat that you've gotten into, especially like with Tommy C, it was all for your benefit. Like you would talk to somebody and hype them up to do something, and then when it didn't go right, you would throw them under the bus, or you would snake other people. You've given yourself this moniker of being a snake. That's why people call you Snake Stuff or Rat Stuff or Peter Pettigrew. You've created this label for yourself. So going forward, even if you're being as genuine as possible, people are going to look at you sideways and think that there's a hidden agenda. You played yourself. So I mean, I can't feel bad. I can't feel sympathy, you know? If you're constantly lying about something or constantly trying to manipulate the audience to benefit yourself, people are going to always assume that's what you're doing anytime you speak.
To retard in chat. You're talking to Keemstar. So when you make a point, I need details. So you can't just...
You're talking to Keemstar. You better bow down. Come on, man. It's so cringe. You could manipulate these people, but you can't manipulate my 1,000 IQ points. Oh, dude, come on.
Get out of it. And then when I hold you down to the details of the general statement you make, you don't have an answer. Like Bus content. What does that mean?
Okay.
You don't have an answer.
Okay, Boogie, Booster, and Sweet Tea, do we not have to have a pre-meeting now because you don't feel comfortable bringing up shit when Keem's in the meeting?
Ooh. You're pulling a little bit of a Becky here, my man. Oh, you're pulling out the Emperor's clothes. You're saying that they're not there.
I mean, I'll bring up anything, but I think they're afraid.
We have that.
I agree.
We have that. You said it's a safe space that we can talk about, but at the
So
same
there's
time,
so there's an excuse for everything.
Okay, bro. This
See, yep, there it is. There's the freaking ego. There's the freaking, oh my gosh, dude. There's the hubris. There's an excuse for everything. All of these people are adults, by the way. 2 of them are like in their 50s, and the rest of them are like mid 20s to 30s, and this is what they're like crying over. Oh, okay.
then just like I don't want to do this anymore, bro. I don't. I'm sick of doing live.
Then
Fuck
quit.
this show. I don't care anymore, bro.
Oh, well,
you
he
took me
did.
off the shows I was successful on, and then tried to get me to do it differently. But you won't.
Rastov, I'm gonna be honest with you. You were being too successful on those shows. You were getting too much influence when it came to the freaking audience. That's the whole reason why he had to neuter you, bro. I don't like Rastov, and this is just my insight, outside looking in. But if there's another person who in the LCU was able to wield the freaking audience as a sword and a shield, as like close enough to Keemstar, it was definitely Rastov, which is why so many people hated him. Once once the cracks started coming into his armor, right? So what do you do when somebody's, climbing the totem pole a little too much? You kick it out from under them.
Tell me
Dude,
how to fucking do it differently.
We're wildly successful here.
I don't care, bro. Like, this is fucking dumb. I'm over it, bro. Every day is the same shit.
He can't just. This is what happens when you hold him to the fire. He didn't plan a show for today.
I already
now
admitted. Oh, yeah. And I asked my boss for help now, and this is what you're doing. Thank you, bro. Great fucking management style.
You're asking me for help on the show?
We're talking about it on the show.
Exactly.
But that doesn't even make sense. Why didn't you ask me for help before the show even started?
Because I'm now at the point now, right now, in the moment that we're in right now, where I'm asking you for help because I don't know.
All right. I'm going to give you the best advice that I can give you in this.
Oh God. Okay, hold on. Let's use all of my power here, my little crystal ball, rub a midget's head real quick, and let's figure this out. What is the best advice he's gonna give? Is it going to be, I think it's gonna be one of two things. One, figure it out on your own, right? Don't ask for help, figure it out on your own. Or two, give up. Like, I figure that might be like, that's my dark horse. That's my dark horse. Let's see what he says.
Scenario.
I don't know.
Have a plan for a show.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I was pretty close by saying figure it out on your own. I mean, the best advice you're telling him is to do his job. And like, I can't, dude.
You know what, bro? You come back to live and you do it. I'm done. I can't be asked, bro. Fuck this. If you're not going to help me, nah. Like, this is the only time I've ever asked you for genuine help. The only time.
I am helping you.
No, you're not helping me. No, you're not. Because this is your job. No, this is your job. Your job is to help make the show successful.
He's been
And
struggling.
we've had
conversations.
We've had multiple successful shows. You have been celebrated for having good shows. All right. Today's a bad show, and now you're acting like every day is horrible.
Because
and
you
that's
act like
not
every day
true.
is horrible. Doesn't
He
matter.
has tried to do it your way to the best of his ability. I've seen him try to do it.
And I do have to be nicer to you because you are the biggest baby out of the bunch, and that's just the truth. I'm not talking shit, but you are a bit of a baby.
Okay,
There's a little the pot calling the kettle black there now, ain't it?
cool.
Well, Sweet Tea, every time she goes to talk, you talk over her. That's another problem. The talking over thing hasn't stopped. It's only gotten worse, it seems like. So I'm going to get out of your hair, let you guys, as a team, talk.
I already said I didn't have a plan for today's show. You want to come and make more comments that
Did he leave and come back, or did he just stay? How many times are they gonna just keep this conversation going? Rastov, you didn't have a plan for the show. No, Keem, I did not have a plan for the show. Okay, you need to have a plan for the show. If you can't figure it out, then you can always ask questions. You can always ask me, and you have 3 other people that you could do it. Okay, fantastic. That's exactly what I'll do. You know what? My bad. This show sucks right now. We didn't really plan anything. All right. Well, go ahead and try and figure something out for the remainder of the show. Okay, I will. Goodbye. There, it's done. It's over with. What? Like, I can't, dude. I can't. Like, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. How is this? Like, how would? Oh god. Okay. All right. You know what they say? Everybody likes to see a car crash, right? Everybody gawks at the car crash.
Make me not want to be here.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay, so we do agree that there was no plan for today.
All right, let me spell this out for you as clearly as I can. Okay, I resign from live. Okay, I don't want to leave the universe. I don't want to leave a different show. I do not want to run this show.
Not the question.
That's what I'm telling you, though.
But you do admit that there was no plan.
I've already admitted it multiple times.
Okay,
you want me to write it out in an
Dude, Keem loves listening to people say that they did something wrong. Loves it so much. I guarantee you, if he could get like Rastov to write it down like 100 times, I did not plan anything for the live today. I did not plan anything for the live today. He absolutely would. He'd have he'd have that freaking that pen from, what is it, Harry Potter, the pink chick who like had them write it down and it would like carve onto their body or something. Dude. He said it so many fucking times that he didn't plan for the show. Why the fuck do we need to keep circling back to it?
announcements for you. I don't care.
And you're sarcastically saying online, like, oh, I guess I don't plan a show and stuff. It's like, that doesn't make sense because you admitted that you didn't plan a show.
Okay, cool. Fine. Can we move on? I already admitted it. Can we move on from that?
Yeah, move on. Just a little while ago, before I jumped in here, you were saying on the show, like, oh,
yeah, no, I'm a lazy baby. I'm a lazy baby that does no work. So I'm going to go be a lazy baby and do it on like somewhere else.
But
I don't care. No, I resign from live. Okay, I resign respectfully. I am not running the show tomorrow.
Respectfully, you can't say that sarcastically when you already admitted that you didn't have a plan, though. It doesn't work.
I'm not talking about today
specifically.
specifically.
To back those up.
I don't care at this point, bro. I'm not doing this show.
Then don't make statements.
Okay, I won't make statements.
The awkward silence. Yeah, where are you going to go?
So someone else is going to have to run this show because I'm not doing it. And
we get that.
Okay, good.
I'm taking my ball and I'm.
Yes, please, if you could throw a like, that would be much appreciated.
Running home. We get that. Only,
that's
like
what I'm doing.
A baby would say something like that. That's like a baby.
Oh, cool. Then I'm a baby. I don't care.
So it was good to make up for it because I could accept the fact that I failed. Rastov is not a man.
Bro, there's no way you just said you could accept the fact that you failed. Is the acceptance in the room with us?
When he fails, you run away. You've done it multiple times. It's not the first time you've done it.
He was raised by women, and so he has learned this pattern. But he is smart enough to where he'll fix it by tomorrow. He's raised by women.
Show anymore. I honestly don't care, bro. It's making me miserable, and I'm just not enjoying it anymore. So
Lolcow Live is.
Shout out to Ozzy Cobb. That was part 1. We're popping right into part 2 here, where apparently things really actually pop off. So, and then we also have some Huggy as well. So we're going to pop right into number 2. And apparently the stream got deleted. So far, the rumors are that like Boogie went ahead and was like saying slurs and all this other shit. I honestly think the reason why it got deleted is due to the fact that Keem was trying so hard to try and get Rastov to crash out and it didn't work. So that's just me. That's just my personal opinion. I mean, the last episode was just him constantly berating him, like, you didn't have a show, you didn't have a show, you didn't have a show. And Rastov finally learned how to respond to somebody with this type of personality, to just sit there and be like, yeah, okay, fine. I didn't have a show. Sure. What else? What's next? What else you got? Like, that's the perfect way to respond to this, because if you get angry and you just start yelling back, they've won. Just sit there, be calm, cool, collected, and be like, yeah, okay, sure, you're right. What else? What else you got? What's next?
Let's go around his head. Come on.
He had some of the deleted stream. He does great work. Check him out on the League of the Stream. Right. There we go.
When we were in the meeting, I said, Sweet Tea says she's not going to make the episode. Rastov, do something. Say something. What are you going to do? You said, that's up to you. I said, Rastov, do something.
You said, what are you going to do about it? You said, what are you going to do about it?
Yeah.
And the last time she was late, the last time she didn't show up to work.
This is just something that you've invented to get out of yourself.
Because it's the truth.
Repeating yourself.
You don't like the truth, bro? That's fine. If you wanted her fired, you're allowed to fire her. You can fire anybody.
I bet you say the same thing again. I bet you do, because that's all you got.
Dude, you've both have been saying the same thing over and over again. And all of this all of this is because of Sweet Tea getting fired. Yo, what's up, Richie? I don't understand. How is all of this over Sweet Tea being fired? So if Sweet Tea did it, why is she not being blamed? No. So she is blamed for not showing up, which is what got her fired. Keem is mad at the fact that freaking Rastov isn't the one who fired her. That's literally what this is all about. This is all about the fact that Keem is apparently upset that Rastov didn't fire Sweet Tea.
Is your little loop.
I don't need anything else. It's the actual truth.
To do something, or what are you going to do? What are you going to do? You could have yelled at her. You could have suspended her. You could have.
Why would I yell at her in a meeting?
You could have gave her a punishment. Well, I yell at you guys in the meeting.
She already said, yeah, again, I'm not you, bro. I'm not you, and I don't want to be you.
Well,
again, if I was going to yell at her, I would have yelled at her on the show.
Excuse me. Why can you yell at Booster? Why can you punish Booster? Why can you use your powers to kick him from the fucking Discord? Why can you go in when Steak's too drunk, remove him from the Discord? Why can you go on Tech Protect show, remove his mod? Why can you do all these things, right? Because I've given you power to do these things. Just like I've given you power to lead this show. Just like I fucking put an announcement up 2 days ago saying I'm sick of people treating Rastov like he's Booster or like he's Boogie.
Okay,
he is
then bring her back and we'll
of
think of a punishment for her, okay? Bring her back.
Still talking. You are the #1 interrupter in this entire show. Stop interrupting me.
You all, yes, exactly. You all interrupt each other over and over again. Maybe because half of this is fake and half is ego food fallout from faking the first half I discussed. Yeah, no, you're not wrong, Richie. You're not wrong at all. Like, a lot of it is whether you want to use the term scripted or played up or whatever you want to say. Like, a lot of it is just not genuine, which is what has turned off like a good amount of the original watchers to it.
I put in the announcements that you are the lead of this show. There was a situation where this is an ongoing problem of her missing meetings, her being fucking late, and I said, Rastov, do something. What did you say? Nope, you do something.
Yep.
And then build up to the point where
you're her boss. You're her boss. Unless, did you give Rastov the power to fire people? Like, imagine, let's just pretend for a moment in a universe where Rastov goes around and fires somebody for something that they did, right? What do you think's gonna happen? Keem is gonna come in and be like, who are you? Why do you think you can fire people? You're not Keemstar. You can't fire anybody. You don't have the power. Why do you think you own this show? Like, oh my gosh. I mean, I've seen it from conception to screen IRL. Yeah. Yeah, Richie, I know, man. Oh God. All of this is happening because Rastov did not fire Sweet Tea. Hi, thank you, One Buff Weave.
Rastov is just still protecting Sweet Tea, so I fired her.
Nope. It's not what happened. The last time you said, like I said, I don't need to say anything different because the truth doesn't change. The last time that she did this, you straight up said, I think it was on the show. You said, you're fired if you do this again. I'm pretty sure it was live on the show.
Complete cop-out.
Okay, bro, then it's a cop-out. I'm remembering you.
That's not a, you know what? Again, I hate that I have to agree with Rastov here. It's not a cop-out. If you said the next time she's late, she is fired, Rastov doesn't need to do anything because she was late, which means she's fired. There's no conversation that needs to happen, really. I mean, maybe you're like, hey, you were late. You knew what the consequences were. Bada boom, bada bang. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. And that's about it. Why does Rastov have to fire her? You already stipulated that if you do this, you're fired. It's kind of like if you were to break any other rule or do something, the punishment is there. I'm not under. Okay. What exactly is like? I'm not understanding Keem's point here. He's mad that Rastov didn't fire Sweet Tea for being late. Yet he already stipulated that if Sweet Tea was late again, she would be fired. So why does Rastov need to fire her? The moment she was late, she was fired.
You saying that if she did it again, because as soon as she put that, no, hold on, I'm talking this time. I'm talking this time. No. The sick. I'll prove it. Prove I'm lying. Prove you didn't say that.
I'm going to prove that you're lying.
Prove it like I'm the one that told Booster to say that shit about your dog. Prove it because you went straight to the Discord. You went straight to the YouTube chat. Fuck you.
What are you, Nightmare? What are you, Nightmare? You're bringing up an unrelated topic?
It is related because this is not the first time you've been wrong this episode.
I mean, it's not the first time it's been wrong, period.
Why are you interrupting me when I talk every time?
Because you didn't let me finish what I was saying.
All right. You done?
No, I'm not done because you interrupted me. Can I finish what I was saying, please? I'm asking you nicely. Please, can I finish what I'm saying?
Oh my god! Oh my god! Rastov, like there's moments you you're like I'm cheering for you, but then you go do this and you're like, please, keep. Can I finish what I'm saying, please, bro? 2 middle fingers. Who cares? Just talk over the person. Freaking get your point out. Argue. Like stop backing down. Go full throttle, all gas, no brakes, bro. Like straight through the center divider. Who cares?
I'm waiting for verbal confirmation so that you're not going to jump in on what I'm saying. I'm going to take your silence as verbal confirmation. When she typed that message into the chat saying that she had a recital at 6:30 and she didn't know what to do, my instant thought was, oh, she's fired. Because like I said, the last time she missed work, you said if you do it
okay, that tracks, and I'll agree with it.
again, you're fired. So when you say, what are you going to do about it, Rastov? In my head, like I said, you're telling me that she's about to get fired and you want me to do it. And guess what? You're her employer. You pay her checks. You want to hire her and fire her. It's on you, not me. I'm not doing the king shit again.
We have the meeting at 4. This is 4 p.m. Eastern today. All right.
Oh my God.
The first
back to
things
the
I
meeting.
bring up is Sweet Tea says that she's not going to come and do the show because she has a dance recital or something, a band recital, I believe it was. And I said, Rastov, what are you going to do about it? He does nothing. He says that 3 times I give him an opportunity to either yell at her, punish her, do something. He does nothing, pawns it off to me. So then I go, okay, fine. If I have to do something, you're fired.
I'm going to be honest. The amount of times that Kim has brought up the fact that Rastov didn't yell at her is a little fucking weird. It's a little weird. Rastov, why didn't you yell at this woman? Why didn't you yell at her? What's wrong with you? Freaking yell at her. Yell at her. It's a little, I don't know, to me, it's kind of freaking weird. I've never personally been in that situation before where somebody was getting mad at me for not yelling at a chick, but I was like, I don't know.
And I kick her from the call. Rastov, why didn't you do nothing? Because you're the employer. Did you say in that meeting, oh, because you wanted me to fire her? Were you told to fire her? No, you didn't say anything. You crafted this PR fucking response 2 hours later on this show. Where is it in main chat that the reason why you didn't take action on Sweet Tea is because you knew you had to fire her? You only crafted this when we got in front of a live audience because you are a lying, fucking manipulating fucking toad.
No, that's
I learned it from you, Dad.
It's you.
Where is it?
And I'll give you this. I'll give you this. You're a lot better at this than I am, but unfortunately, I actually have the truth on my side this time.
You would have said it.
I didn't need to say it. You already fired her.
You would have said it.
Like I said, you already fired her.
How many posts did you make in main chat after this meeting? Before this show?
What? I didn't hear. Repeat that.
How many posts did you make in main chat after our meeting and before this show?
I don't know.
Roughly about 10.
Maybe.
And you had various reasons why you didn't take action, why you didn't say anything with Sweet Tea. And at no moment did you mention, oh, because I knew I had to fire her. This was something that you crafted to manipulate the audience.
Didn't I?
You didn't. Where?
I feel like I did, but I can't check because I got streamer mode on. If someone else could go and have a look at my messages and send me a screenshot of everything I said, that'd be great. If someone could just screenshot that and send it to me, that would be fantastic. Oh, wait.
I don't think I will. I'll keep her fired. And it's your fault that she's fired.
Okay, yeah, I'm the guy. Yeah, it is my fault she got fired. Okay.
It is kind of weird.
Are you saying that you don't yell at Booster in meetings and on the show?
Did I not say that I didn't like giving people punishment?
Even yell at her.
When did you tell me to give her a punishment?
Today I said,
didn't.
Rastov, she is not going to be at work again today. Do something.
You said Rastov, Sweet Tea's not coming to the show today. What are you going to do about it?
Yeah.
I find it so strange that Sweet Tea is this big of a deal. Yeah, you know, Ozzy, I agree with you. How is it that this girl's firing has caused, I don't know what, an hour's worth of arguing?
Yes. And then I told you to do something.
And like I said, the last time she was that.
What are you going to do about it? You didn't say that. You didn't say anything about, oh, the last time you said this. Well, why didn't you say that then? It's convenient that you have that excuse 2 hours later.
Well, I don't really care because it's still true. Because
there you go. There you go, Rastov. That's a freaking W. I don't care. It's true. Cry about it. Boom, done, mic drop, leave it alone. Who gives a damn? Like you're being roped back into his stupid his stupid freaking merry-go-round of bullshit, dude. That's it. That's all you got to do. I don't care. Like, that's it. Like, it's done. It's over with. It's handled. She's fired. Bada boom, bada bang. Let's move on.
Because the second that message came through and
You know
I
what
read
else
it in the
is true?
chat, I was like, oh, she's fired.
Protecting Sweet Tea. You've been afraid of fucking yelling at Sweet Tea. You've been
Yes,
afraid of criticizing Sweet Tea because you are in the business of manipulating the audience.
I mean, no, that's
don't
literally
give a
your
fuck
whole
what
career
the-
is manipulating
I don't
the
care
audience.
what the audience says. The audience could be
Bullshit,
LT
bro.
all day.
Bullshit.
I
No,
don't-
dude, you are the biggest manipulator here. You're great at it, and it's not a bad thing.
I don't say what I feel. I don't say what I feel. I listen to the chat on my opinions. That's what I do. Since when?
No, you turn
Dude, you literally have, even in the beginning of the show, you would complain about the Reddit. That's where the whole may the forced drama be with you thing. You would constantly go on live ranting and raving about people saying forced drama. You do care about what they say. Like the rewriting of history is insane. It's like the brain of a goldfish or something, or the memory of a goldfish, I should say.
turn the chat to your opinion.
Since when?
Since forever, bro. Since forever.
The chat tells me to fuck off and disagrees with me
But
all
if you
the
want
time.
the honest opinion, if you want my honest reasoning is why I don't scream at Sweet Tea.
Do
you want to know why I don't scream at Sweet Tea?
I'm backing down for my opinion. I'm not going to change my opinion off of a fucking
Do you not want to
emo
hear
in the
why
fucking
I don't
chat.
scream at
You wanna know
Sweet Tea?
why? You want to know why? Because that would mean that I'm a complete fucking fraud. And that's what you turned into.
Sure.
Because Booster can get yelled at, Boogie can get yelled at.
Like I said,
but
I can
Sweet
tell
Tea
you why I
can't.
don't yell at Sweet Tea.
You knew Sweet Tea 100% was in the wrong, right?
Yes. No, of course. I instantly knew she was going to get fired because that's what you said last time.
No, excuse me. Yeah, she was up to this point where the leader of the show, Rastov, had to do or say something, right?
And like I said,
And
you
was
told
not.
her to her face, if you do this again, you're fired. So when I saw that message, I was like,
But I
oh,
didn't-
Sweet Tea
But
is fired.
Rastov, I did not fire her. I gave it to you.
And
I
I
said,
said-
Rastov, do something.
And I said, she's your employee not showing up to work. That's on
The
you.
only reason why Sweet Tea's fired now is because of you.
Does Rastov have the ability to fire people? Like, is that just something I don't know? Because it sounds like he either has the power to, or in this specific instance, Keem was giving him the power to. Like, is that what's going on here? Like, I don't understand. Like, isn't he like, he's like the community manager, but like who freaking some other person is the fucking president? And then there's like Keem who owns it all. Like, what exactly is like the freaking like the ladder of people here? Like, what exactly is it? Keem owns it, so obviously he has the say so over everything. And then there's the president who. What exactly is their power? Like, are they just like a moderator plus? A scapegoat was needed. Rastov got it. Yeah, I can understand that too. Because there are people who do enjoy like Sweet Tea, who like have been vehemently like on her side and will protect her in the chat and all that, no matter how bad she does. But I think it's mostly because she's just a very like simple and not simple as in duh, but like simple as in like just a very simple person, not very confrontational or anything like that. And she's like, because of that, she comes off like very genuine, you know, like she just doesn't really get into the whole arguing and type of shit or like drama about it unless it's like brought to her doorstep. At least that's what I've seen. So there's a good amount of people who watch this who are on her side and feel like wanting to, for lack of better words, protect her because she's not like that, because she's not like other people who are willing to just like start screaming and yelling and doing all this rah-rah. So it's like, does Rastov have the ability to fire people, or was this just like given to him for this one specific moment?
Okay.
You had all
you
the
can
power.
say that, but you said you
had all
fired
the
her.
power.
You still fired her.
You
okay.
had all the power. You had all the power. You wouldn't
Sure
do
I did.
anything.
Of course I did. I had all the power. Sorry,
Gave
bro.
you the power.
No.
Booster, did I give Rastov the power to do
She did.
something?
You said
Okay.
you said
Then why
Boogie.
are we
People
talking
think that
in circles?
Rastov is on the same level of Boogie and the same level of Sweet Tea. No, he's above them.
No, there is some of them in the chat, but guess what? My opinion's not changing because I don't give
true.
a fuck about.
I don't care. It's still true. You
don't
told her if
care
she
what
did
the
this
chat
again
is saying.
and she
You
was
care
fired.
what the
She
chat
did it
is
again.
saying.
You fired her.
That's why you were so terrified to even yell at Sweet Tea for being late again.
No.
Is because you were worried
Not
that
ter-
Again, what is his obsession with Rastov yelling at her? This just, I don't know, man. Like, criticizing, I could understand, but he's just there like, why isn't he parading her? Why isn't he screaming at her? I don't know. It's just fucking weird.
Terrified of it at all.
Against you. Well, guess what? I fired the bitch, and I don't care if anyone's mad at me. I don't care.
Thank you for admitting that you fired her. Thank you for admitting it finally.
I did, because you refused to even yell at her. You
No.
refused to even
And again, you won't
raise
let
your
me
voice
explain
at her.
why I won't yell at her on the show.
refused to
You won't let me
even
explain it. You won't let me
We weren't
explain
on
it.
the
I
show.
get it.
We weren't on the show, were we?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying this is.
Were
I'm
we at a
telling you
show?
why I don't want to yell at her. I
Were
find
we at a
in the
show?
meetings and on the show. In the meetings and on the show.
Okay. Now that we're going to talk about it correctly, we're in a meeting. Go ahead.
The reason that I yell at Booster and I don't yell at Sweet Tea isn't because I'm afraid of her. It's because she feels like she got ripped off bus and she didn't want to do the show. She was miserable and I didn't want to push her off the show because I thought it was good. And I know from working with her on bus that when she gets yelled at, she shuts down.
Well, Booster shuts down when you yell at him, and you know that too, and you still yell at him
all the time. It doesn't matter. You can't talk to her nice.
He shuts down all the time. he's just a broken boy. Let's be realistic here. There are some people that you can obviously do some like tough love with or be very critical to or be a bit more aggressive with, and they're not going to shut down. They'll take it in stride and whatever, right? But then there are some people that if you do get all yelly and everything, that's not how they learn. They need like a softer hand. Depending on who you are, you're either going to accept that or you're not going to accept that. It is what it is. But if you're wanting somebody to learn something, then yeah, you should probably help them with the way that they learn. I'm not going to say that you shouldn't like get aggressive or you shouldn't get angry or anything of that nature because, you know, eventually there's a straw that breaks the camel's back. But at the same time, Sweet Tea just definitely does not seem like the type of person who responds well to somebody like getting all up in her face over something. I don't know. Again, I don't really watch a whole lot of whatever the fuck this is, but I've met more than enough people who the moment you like start like raising your voice, they completely shut down and they don't take anything in.
No.
Time out. You just exposed yourself for being complete bias.
Okay,
you
fine.
did.
That's not a bias. That's not a bias. Keem is drunk and looping. He ruined live. Oh man, like I just they had content, and this is at least content, right? This is at least something that the fans can sit there and talk about, get angry over, and people like myself can react to and laugh at. Like, this is the most I've watched the LCU in months, so it is content, but it's content for all the wrong reasons.
But he gets yelled at. You don't give a fuck about the TTS. You care about that shit.
I do.
I'll talk all over this fucking donut.
I do care about the TTS,
dono
yeah.
The chatters would suck a fucking dick. I don't care. You care about it. You need their fucking approval more than fucking anything in the world. And that is the number one reason you refuse to fucking discipline Sweet Tea, and you let her walk all over you.
Refuse to discipline her? Is he her father? What is, bro?
you dumb motherfucker.
Okay.
You'll talk shit to Booster because the chat hates Booster.
Nope.
But you want to do
with that. Nothing to do with that. Like I told you, I didn't want her to leave the show.
Blame you.
Blame me then. Oh, did you just run away? Cool, bro. Well done. Like I said, I didn't want her to leave the show. I enjoy having her on the show. I actually enjoy having Booster on the show. But me saying that doesn't get repeated, does it? No. But like I said, bring her back and we'll give her a punishment. Bring her back and we'll give her a punishment.
Did you try to convince this audience that I ran away?
Oh, it's all about convincing the see, it's all about optics with this dude. Like, it literally is like, did you just try to convince the audience? It's like, he said it offhanded. He said you ran away from the argument because you literally left. You left the conversation. So now it's like, who cares about what the audience thinks now? If you didn't care if the audience thought that you ran away from the freaking argument, what would it matter? There's no reason to come back.
Is that what you just tried to do?
You just left.
At what point? What more is there to talk about? Is the conversation need to continue?
Well, I still think you should bring her back so that we can actually give her a punishment.
I'm not going to.
Okay,
that was your call, and you left it to me, so I fired her.
Fine. Okay. You can stand on it if you want to.
Anything else? I don't want to fucking leave and try you and see you try to manipulate this audience that somehow I'm scared of you, that I ran away. So are we done with the conversation or not?
Do you have anything else you'd like to say? All right.
Appreciate the subscription. Okay. We got one more. And shout out to Huggy Show. Let's see if this is something new.
Oh, like this is bro. Like you talk all this shit about me and you put me down all the time. The one time I'm actually asking you for help and you just want to say I'm sitting there coping. You genuinely you. No, seriously.
Do you think
bro.
me saying?
I don't
Do you
care
think
anymore,
me
bro. I don't
saying?
care what you have to say. I don't. No, I don't care.
You can interrupt me. You're not going to interrupt me.
I don't care.
Do you
bro.
think me saying?
Okay, we watched this already. We watched this portion. It looks like we watched all of this. Yeah, it looks like we watched all of this. Okay, so here's the thing. Here's my assessment after all of this. One, obviously, at the end of the day, it's Keemstar's project. He has the ability to fire and hire whoever it is that he wants. 2, he made the statement that if Sweet Tea was late again, she would be fired. Therefore, the moment she knew she was not going to be able, the moment she said she wasn't going to be able to make the show, she was fired. That was it. Done deal. 3, it sounds like either Rastov has the ability to fire people, or he was giving, Keem was giving Rastov the ability to fire Sweet Tea in this one specific instance, or was giving him the ability to choose what he wanted to do with Sweet Tea. Now, Rastov's whole ideology here, whole stance here is, well, you said she was fired. If she did this again, she did this again. So I thought that it was just a done deal. She was fired. And apparently the big issue here is that he didn't say that to Keem, that he didn't tell Keem what his decision was. That's what it sounds like the whole freaking issue is here, that Rastov did not tell Keem what his choice was, like how to handle Sweet Tea. Now, can you argue that Rastov probably didn't want to be the one to fire Sweet Tea or to tell Sweet Tea that she was fired? Sure, it's entirely possible. Like I said, Sweet Tea does have a bit of a following, does have people who like quote unquote protect her in the chat and all that. So it's entirely possible he didn't want to take that heat and he wanted Keem to take the heat instead. At the end of the day, though, is this really that important? Is this seriously that important? This should have been like a 3-minute conversation. Hey, I told you to do something. You didn't do anything. Why didn't you do anything? You said she was fired once this happened, so I just assumed that she was fired. Okay, next time, tell me that. Okay, I'll do that. That's it. It's like, now, I'm saying this as somebody who's reacting to all of this because if that's the way the conversation went, obviously I wouldn't have this content here to go ahead and entertain you folks with. But it's like, oh man, I can't with this. This is crazy. Oh, that's funny. That is funny. I mean, but it's good to see that Rastov actually like grew a pair and he actually started to stand up for himself. He actually started to push back on some of the things that Keem was saying and doing and pointing out the fact that he's pretty much just being like beaten like a bongo drum, you know, like he's just been tossed around and shit. So that's oh man, that was good. That was good. Shout out to Ozzy Cobb and to Huggy Show. Sorry I didn't really react much to yours, Huggy Show, but it looks like Ozzy Cobb got pretty much all of what it is that was there. Let me just actually check your channel real quick to see if maybe you have something other than that. End of Lolcow Live, Keem versus Rastov, Sweet Tea fired, and Boogie has a meltdown. Oh, okay.
Well, guess what? You don't got Sweet Tea anymore, and I'm happy you're mad. And you let her walk all over you, you dumb. Okay. You'll talk shit to Booster because the chat hates Booster. No clip. Who took your host role away?
It was Rastov.
And then who gave it back to you?
It was Rastov.
And why did he do that?
Take it away or give it back?
Yeah. What power did he have to do that?
He's the community manager, I think.
Right. Okay. Because Sweet Tea showed up late or decided to tell us today that she had a dance recital or a band recital or something for one of her kids, and she wasn't going to be at work. So I told Rastov, I was like, okay, well, Rastov, you going to do something? Say something? You're the boss.
Bro, why are you running to other side shows, to other side streams to cry about this, dude? What? Are you kidding me? You're having a disagreement with your employees, so you run to some other show to like spill your heart out and to like get more of the hosts on your side against Rastov. That's your play here. That's your play. It's like, guys, I'm in the right, aren't I? Right. As the person who signs your checks, I'm in the right, aren't I? Come on.
Well, Rastov, go ahead, do something. She's saying that she's going to miss the whole day. What your decision? What do you do? You're the boss, and this is a team meeting. Like Sweet Tea's there, Boogie's there, Booster's there. Refused to take any action on Sweet Tea. I gave him 3 or 4 chances, and he said that I have to do something, so I fired her.
Yeah.
And now he is saying that he thinks it's ridiculous that he should have had to punish Sweet Tea or even say something or do anything because that's not his job. He said, in response to my post, actually, could you just read my post and then I'll read his responses?
Are you? Oh my god, dude! Everybody's a lackey. Everybody, you can't even read your own post. Everyone's a fucking lackey, bro.
Announcements.
Yeah, the full announcement. Sweet Tea informed the Lolcow Live group chat that she has her child's band recital at 6:30 today. 3 hours before it started was the first time we were notified of it. In our meeting today, I kept asking Rastov what he's going to do about it since Sweet Tea keeps showing up late and leaving early, missing meetings, etc. Rastov kept saying that Keemstar has to do something. I gave Rastov 3 opportunities to say and do something about it, and he kept refusing to do anything, said that I must do it. So, I fired her.
Hello?
Yeah.
God, I lost audio.
I read
lost audio.
The whole thing.
I don't know why that was so funny. I don't know why that was so funny, but that fucking.
Okay. Yes. So now would I have normally fired her? No, but you know, he forced me to. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to do the most extreme thing ever.
I guess my question is why.
He forced me to. He forced me to by saying it was my job. So he forced me to. Oh my gosh, dude. This is literally. It comes off. All this just comes off to as like. Respect my authority. Respect what I say. Respect me. I am the I was about to say Grand Wizard. Grand Master here. And Rastov finally turns around and he's like, "You have no power here." You may sit at the Jedi Council, but we do not consider you a master. Oh god, this is great.
Is everybody else that's got autism held accountable, but not Booster?
Same thing with Sweet Tea, right?
I'm gonna make one critique here, Huggy. I have no idea what you're using to like record this on, but this sounds like it's supposed to be 1080p HD quality, and it sounds like it sounds pretty like freaking, I don't know, like it's put through a filter or something.
This is my punishment.
What about Sweet Tea?
She's not held accountable.
She got fired. That's about as accountable
Yeah,
as
not
you can
you.
get. No, because guess what? I don't have power to fire people.
No, you did. He gave you the No, okay.
I'm not going through another Ken situation. I'm not. Sorry.
Why is Brantley fighting his battle? Why is Brantley here now? What the bro? It's between two dudes. It's between freaking Keem and Rastov. Why the fuck is Brantley here, dude? What the fuck? Get in there and back me up, babe. Oh man. Oh, this is crazy. I'm not understanding. Oh snap. Man, I guess I'm not understanding what is going on here. Like why?
You could have punished her.
How? No, the last time she missed work, he said if you miss it again, you're fired. Am I meant to not take his words?
Punish her or give her a punishment.
Well,
and
that's
then he's
not how it was
if
framed.
you're not going to do anything,
It's not how it was
then I'm
framed.
going to fire her. Because if Keem was here, he would fire her for all the missing of the, like being late to the meetings or.
Which is
being
why he
late
said
to
the next time she's late, she's fired. So when he says, what are you going to do about it? In my head, I'm hearing, you need to fire her. And I'm like, no, she's your employee. You pay her checks. You fire her if you want her gone. Because if she needs a day off for her kid, I don't care.
Look, I don't have the headset on. I can't hear you. But this manipulation is going to work for people in the chat. It's not going to work with me.
Okay.
Right?
Oh my god.
When we were in the meeting, I said, Sweet Tea says she's not going to make the episode. Rastov, do something. Say something. What are you going to do? You said, that's up to you. I said, Rastov, do something.
You said, what are you going to do about it? You said, what are you going to do about it?
Yeah.
And the last time she was late. No, the last time she didn't show up to work.
This is just something that you've invented to get out of this. Because I made you look like a stupid.
No, bro, I'm not being your scapegoat anymore, bro. Truly.
You're not going to manipulate. It's not going to work. You're trying to manipulate in a debate with Keemstar. You are not.
Oh, the ego is insane. You're trying to manipulate in a conversation with Keemstar. Do you know who I am? It's cringe, man. It's so cringe. Oh my god. I don't know. Maybe it's just maybe it's me, maybe it's not. I don't know, but it's just so freaking cringe, dude. It's like it's like if you get into an argument with almost any like rich person, they think that it's like they're see, same word I use, he was a scapegoat. Yeah, no, I agree with you, Billy Joe. But that's what I'm saying. It's like do you think that like people know about you like outside of this tiny little area? Like the YouTube universe, the YouTube world, this small, tiny, niche little area of YouTube drama, because it is small in comparison to all the other communities out there. Like YouTube drama is so incredibly small in comparison to gaming or like news or politics, or hell, there's even like booktube, where there's YouTubers who like write books and read books and go over books and shit. Like it is so incredibly small in comparison to all the other communities on YouTube. And you don't like survive outside of that. Like that's not a big thing. I'm not going to sit here and say that people who have watched you wouldn't recognize you on the street. No, of course they would. But what I'm saying is people who have never watched your content would never recognize you outside of your home or outside of YouTube. That's just the bottom line. I have never listened to like there's like music I've probably never have listened to, and I would still like be able to recognize people. Forget, oh, what is it? Big X the Plug. Never have listened to that dude's music like on my own, right? I've heard it in like a TikTok or in a short or something, but I could recognize the dude on the street. There's freaking like fighters that I could recognize on the street that I've never watched a single fight that they've ever had. Those are household names. Those are actual like famous people.
Going to win.
I don't care.
All right. You're not going to win.
You said the last time that if she did it again, she was fired.
You're repeating yourself.
Because it's the
You're
truth.
repeating yourself.
If you don't like the truth, bro, that's fine. If you want to do it fired, you're allowed to fire her. You can fire anybody.
I bet you say the same thing again. I bet you do, because that's all you got is your little loop.
I don't need anything else. It's the actual truth.
To do something, or what?
I'm
Sweet Tea not talking to her mic.
That's a fantastic question. I've been waiting for the answer for a long time.
The answer is because Rastov won't tell her to. Why does Sweet Tea?
Why does she need to be told to speak into her microphone? How long has she been a part of the universe? She should already know this.
Think it's totally okay to just be late to meetings and skip work, leave work early?
She has kids. She's not like missing work just to go play hooky, as far as I understand. And like being late to meetings, yeah, you should be a lot more on top of that. And like leaving early, definitely that should be an issue. I mean, it is an issue, obviously.
Rastov?
Because Rastov lets her. Why does Sweet Tea sit there for 45 minutes without saying a word? Because Rastov lets her.
Oh my God, if she's this big of an issue, just fire her. She's like literally been this way since day one. Like, I'm not understanding. Why is it that now all of a sudden it's a freaking problem? This has been her since the beginning. She had terrible freaking uneducated takes when it came to the whole H3 versus Hassan thing. She's like, in the most respectful way possible, very uneducated about like the YouTube atmosphere and how to perform and like run a stream and do things. So like, why? If this is the issue and it's been going on for months and months and months, why is she still here? Or, well, I mean, she's not anymore, but why did she get such a long like grace period?
Handle this.
When Boogie's eating on stream, Rastov will yell at Boogie. When Booster's up, Rastov will yell at Booster. Okay. When, Steak is drunk on stream, Rastov will end his stream. When Tech Protect says something really messed up, Rastov will remove his mod. Rastov's actively been the community manager and announced as the leader of Lolcow Live, and he still refused to not even raise his voice at Sweet Tea. Not even raise his voice. I'm not going to get interrupted by him. You're going on server mute, bud.
Yeah, I was already ahead of you on that one.
Okay.
So then why does Rastov have the position that he does if he's playing favorites? Well, that doesn't make any sense either. Oh, God. if Rastov is afraid of criticizing Sweet Tea, or you believe he's afraid of criticizing Sweet Tea, and you are believing that he's playing favorites, why is he community manager or whatever the fuck he is? Why does he have the power that he does, or did, I should say? These are all issues that could have been resolved by simply knocking these people back down to freaking just being employees, taking away the power that they had. Like, I don't understand. Like, I get it, right? You're trying to like groom them for the position, to take the position and to be the best that they can be in that position. But if they're not learning, if they're not doing it the way you want to, turn around and put it somewhere else. He already explained this, though. He said he felt like Sweet Tea had a foot out the door and he didn't want to push her out, so he treated her a little more softly. Yeah, Richie, I totally understand that, and it makes complete sense. There's some people who probably he was trying to... there's some people who just don't learn being yelled at, right? They don't learn. They shut down. You can say it's weak. You can say they don't have the mental fortitude. You could say a lot of different things, but at the end of the day, it is what it is, right? You have to, like, some people you just have to tiptoe around because they just don't have that leather skin, right? But if he was trying to make sure that she didn't leave, he didn't want to scream at her, he didn't want to yell at her, didn't want to berate her, maybe he's pulling her to the side afterwards and saying like, hey, you need to work on this, you need to do this, you need to do that. I mean, it was the same thing with like Ken and Beans on Cafe. How many episodes was like Cafe ran just with Ken doing 99.99% of the talking and Beans was just there like a lump on a log, not really adding anything. Like there were so many times she had to be told to talk or told to respond, or she would give like a 1 sentence or a 1 word response or something. Some people just aren't good at this. Some people just aren't good at talking. Like they're good at being that person who adds one thing and that's it. And like 1 sentence, 1 reply. But there's some people who just can't fucking converse. And it is what it is. If they're not going to learn to do better, adios. 2 middle fingers and a cloud of dust. Get somebody up there who is going to do it.
So when we got into the meeting today, and
why is he going to all these other freaking shows? Like, okay. Then hold on. This is Rewind. So it's entirely possible that they were talking about this, and so he called in. So I'm gonna retract that. I didn't watch this Rewind. I don't know if that's the case. But as far as the other one, freaking, what was it, Lolcow Alpha or Beta or freaking whatever it was, why are you going around to all these other shows complaining about this, trying to get all of these hosts on your side to side with you and to say, yeah, bad Rastov? Like, you're going on this shit talk campaign after you've already had this blowout on live. You know, Rastov, you're the manipulator. Like, come on.
He pulled one of those things like, oh, there's a dance recital that I need to go to. You know, something you would know that in advance, right? So I can't make the show today. I put pressure on Rastov to do or say something, and he did nothing. Because just like when she doesn't have to talk into her mic, just like when she doesn't have to talk at all, just like when she can be up late and nobody says anything, Rastov is terrified of even raising his...
Just pushing the storyline. It does look like he's trying to get everyone on his side too. I don't know what the split is, 50-50, 30-70, who knows? No, exactly, Richie. It's what it is. He's doing his grand tour, going around, trying to go ahead and get everybody to agree with him. But the issue with this, right, is Keem is the one signing their checks. Keem is the one who decides whether they have a job or not. So do you really think that these people who have nothing, like, I'm not going to say nothing else in their life, but who most likely don't have another source of income are going to turn around and argue with him? Be like, no, guy who signs my check, I disagree with you. Guy who helps me pay my bills, I don't agree with what you're saying. But Rastov is not a manager, right? Yeah, it's just, it's crazy. Okay. I understand that Keem is saying he wanted Rastov to tell him like why or why not. And here's the other thing too. Though, right? Keem asked Rastov what he was going to do. And Rastov's response was, I'm going to do nothing. So he did give him a response, right? He gave him a response as to what he was or was not going to do. Keem didn't like it though. That's the problem here. And now both of them are gone. If I'm not mistaken, isn't One Buff Weave fired as well? Or is that, no, yeah, One Buff Weave was fired like a couple of days ago too. Oh, man.
His voice at Sweet Tea. All right? So I fired her. I fired her because I had to. I was left with no option. 3 times I gave it to Rastov to do something, and he refused. He did not mention anywhere in main chat, oh, I didn't do nothing because I didn't want to fire her. He didn't mention in the meeting that we were having, wait, do you want me to fire her? Are you asking me to fire her? He didn't say any of this. He is a liar and a manipulator. That's what Rastov has always been. By the time we get to LolCow Live, he's then...
Yeah, Billy, that's what I'm confused about too. If he is a community manager, doesn't that mean he manages the community, not the hosts? Doesn't that mean like he has the end all say on whether people get banned or something like that? Not the fact that he has the ability to fire people, but apparently like Tech Protect, he was able to take away their... No, it's like the assistant manager for the creators too. They take their issues to him. Okay, so if he's the assistant manager, that means that he would still have to get approval from the actual manager to fire somebody. Well, I don't know. This is the way I look at it. Keem wanted him to fire her. He didn't want to fire her. He wanted Keem to be the one to fire her. That's that. Now, do I think it's worth all of this? Absolutely freaking not. Do I think that Rastov was like protecting Sweet Tea? I mean, he did kind of say that he was to a degree. He didn't want to yell at her because he felt she was already leaving. He wanted to have a more gentle approach to it. He didn't want to like get all on top and, oh God, that's a terrible statement. He didn't want to like berate her or anything like that, which is understandable, right? You know, to a degree, but at some point in time, you have to cut something off and, you know, get going. I think Sweet Tea got put on another show. I thought, did she get put on another show or did she get fired and then brought back and then put on another show? And that's like kind of the issue here, right? You can never really believe that what's said is going to happen is what actually happens, because these people get fired and then rehired and then moved and then fired and then moved and then rehired and then fired and then moved. And it's like nobody ever really gets fired unless they decide to like never come back.
And crafted this new defense, right, to manipulate idiots in the chat. And by the way, thank you for the $20, idiot, right? Oh, the reason why I didn't say anything is because the last time you said he's going to get fired. It doesn't work. Because if that was really what you were thinking, you would have said that in the meeting. Or you would have said that after the meeting in main chat when you were talking about it, when you were blaming me for the firing and not you. He didn't say...
I mean, two things can be true. He could want Keem to take the hit for it, and he could also have not done it because he believed that she was already fired.
Say any of that until he crafted a PR statement. And you know what PR statements work on? They work on only people with brains see right through PR. Not these. Well, guess what? You don't got Sweet Tea anymore, and I'm happy you're mad.
Go stand in the corner until I'm ready to talk to you. How would you feel as a man?
Oh my God, buried alive! You dog cocksucking! I got covered in shit.
Yeah, you did, Boogie, and I paid for it. You're welcome, Boogie. You're welcome. It was worth every freaking cent of that $20 dono.
I literally bled for this goddamn show, you stupid to stand in a corner, to stand in a corner. Jesus. You don't want to stand in a fucking corner. No! Stand in a fucking corner. You don't want to stand in a corner. I bled for this show. I
you get paid for it.
This goddamn job. You with a break. You dumb cocksucking piece of shit. You disrespectful. You.
Okay, that was a legitimate crash out. Oh, finally, an authentic crash out. I think it was fired, then hired for another show. Yeah, that makes sense. Like I said, you're never really fired from the LCU unless you decide to not come back. But damn, Boogie. All right, not some played up BS.
What are you like willing to do? What do you want to do?
Oh no! Don't make me stand in the corner.
Okay, well now he's just fucking ruined it. Now he's just fucking ruined it. Oh, come on, dude. Because because this is played up now. Like, this is so inauthentic. Oh, he went and got the freaking key or whatever the fuck it is to come back and start breaking it. Come on, dude.
Oh, not the keyblade. Not the keyblade.
Oh, no! Boogie literally has to destroy thousands of dollars worth of because he's mentally unwell. I have to get buried alive. But hey, don't make me stand in a corner. I don't want to doctor money. I don't want to stand in the corner for doctor money. You dumb, disrespectful. You shit on everything I made. You shit on everything Jordy did. You
I cannot tell you how disappointed I am and how immediately bored I got. The moment he walked in with the freaking keyblade, my like joy just completely evaporated.
Oh, the legacy of local life. Fucking yourself. Yourself.
I got criticism for this when I took the stream down. They're like, "Oh, you just got by Rastov," and there was like a few people.
To me, it sounded like he wanted him to push her and not let it slip by. Yeah, Falcon, I agree with you. I 100% agree with you that that's like what it was, right? Like, he felt like Rastov was just giving her the out. He was just allowing her to pretty much get away with certain things, and he wanted him to be more aggressive with Sweet Tea and to pretty much like put a fire under her ass, but do it. I don't know if maybe on a live setting or even behind closed doors, but it does sound that way, right? Because like I said, he said that she was going to be fired the next time it happened. Keen wanted him to be the one to man up and do it. Rastov didn't want to. It seems like two things are true. He didn't want to do it because he didn't want her fired, and also he believed that she was already fired. Two things can be true at the same time. But that's pretty much everything. I'm done with this at this point. Shout out to Huggy Show and to Ozzy Cobb. You know, I love those guys. They do great work. They definitely they take one for the team by watching this stuff and then clipping the best moments and everything. So that's gonna do it for the locale section of this live stream today.